Hey guys, what's going on? TheRealOGnick here bringing us another video, and today guys, we're gonna do it. We are going to talk about Seekers. Now, I was kind of holding off on this video for a couple weeks now, due to the fact that this has been a extremely controversial topic on Twitter, YouTube, Twitch, pretty much anything, especially Reddit too. This has been a hot button issue for a while now, ever since 1.6 dropped. Now, I think that it is dividing the community, which is why you're seeing not many people talk about it, whether it's on YouTube and such, because I feel like it's something that not a lot of people want to talk about, because they're going to get very mixed reactions. They're going to have people either unsub or unfollow them from Twitch and stuff, and just have really a lot of negativity happen, because it is kind of dividing up the community. You can see the way people are on Twitter talking to community managers. You can see it on Reddit, people like just insulting each other straight up over this. I just want to kind of give my 2 cents out there, since I am someone who likes to tackle issues head on and talk about things like this, and kind of give you guys my opinion on Seeker Mines, whether or not they're OP, whether or not they're not strong enough, whether or not they're fine, and whether or not they deserve to be nerfed to the ground or nerfed in general. Now, before I get into it, I just want to say, let's not have a aggressive conversation about that as a community, guys. Now, this isn't even just talking about my video and my thoughts on it. This is for anyone. When there's issues like this that people feel the need to express themselves on, do it. Express yourself. Give your opinion. Have debates. Have discussions. Have conversations. Because it helps the game in the long run, and it keeps the game going. And it helps it fix it, and just all that good stuff. But when it gets to the point of insulting and just talking bad about others and all, you know, that guy's a fucking idiot, this, and that, and there's all these sorts of things, and getting really petty over it, it really ruins the community a little bit and kind of drives a wedge in between us. And I feel like at this time, that is the worst possible decision, is the worst possible thing right now. So that's just what I want to say before we get into it. And so my opinion on Seekers are they aren't as broken as people think. Now, let that settle in. They aren't as broken as people think. That is my opinion. And the reason I say this is because as a person like me who runs very low health builds, you guys know this if you are either a returning subscriber or if you're someone who's maybe seen a build video or 2 of mine in 1.6 or something, you guys know I run generally lower health builds. The reason I do this is because of the fact that I like being able to have skill power and damage and just be able to build something unique to my playstyle so I can help my teammates but still defend myself and win gunfights in like either Last Stand or DZ, things like that, you know. So if anyone's gonna know what it's like to get hit by really hard Seekers, it would be me, because I don't run EDR ever on anything unless it's a build specifically made for it. I don't run it. I do not run a lot of health, as you guys know. The only times I run health is on my vest, and on my knee pads, sometimes on the knee pads. I generally don't run a lot of health. Now, I do have a few builds, like my most recent one, my LMG build. I do have like 376k toughness, I want to say, on that, but that is a rare occurrence for me. So, I just want to say, I rarely get one shot anymore. And when I do, I don't get mad at it. Because here's the thing. Yes, I understand the whole notion where you don't have to aim it. I understand that, and I get that. At the same time, if you want to talk about not being able to aim, let's talk about shock turrets. Let's talk about fire turrets. You know, let's talk about the pulse. If we're talking about no aiming required, but why not talk about the pulse, where you get a lot of damage without doing anything. You know, now yes, that does have a counter, but then talk about precision that just gives you a pulse no matter what for the most part. You know, you got to talk about everything in the game if you're going to bring up the argument of no aiming. You know, like I said, if you think Seekers are OP, then you must think that fire turret's overpowered, because the fire turret is strong. Like, not even the fire turret, even the base turret with like concealment, that is strong, guys. I don't think you guys understand how strong that can be, how quickly it melts players, you know. So I just kind of want to put that discussion of you don't have to aim to rest, because there's a lot of things in this game that you don't have to aim that are super strong, you know. So that's kind of my thoughts on that. Also, the whole notion that a skill shouldn't one-shot, nothing should one-shot in this game. I agree on that. But at the same time, there are other things that can one-shot. We've had one-hit snipers. Right now, we have a build from my buddy, TheRealOGnick. I'll have a link in the description below. Also, a link to the video of him doing this, of him practically one-shotting anyone with Deadeye. And in some cases, is one-shotting. And I just kind of want to talk about that because that kind of goes to the idea of Deadeye and how if you don't want anything to one-shot, then we have to kind of go through all the issues, especially with snipers, you know. So I just want to say, like, they shouldn't one-shot. I 100% agree that they shouldn't. But I feel like they don't one-shot enough to make it something that is a bigger issue than it is. I feel like people are making a bigger issue than it is because of the fact that they maybe have some games where they just go up against a team with all secret mines and it's just, you're done. And at that point, I agree that is broken. When you have multiple people running secret mines, then that can get to a point where you literally can't do anything about that. That I can understand the frustration 100%. But if we're talking one person using secret mines, if they put everything they have into skill power and skill haste, why shouldn't they get rewarded in a way? Because if all they can do with a ton of skill power is be a healer and not be called out for being, you know, some, you know, skill power using guy who's just trash, can't aim, can't do this, because that gets thrown out all the time. Oh, you can't aim, you know, you're scared to use a weapon, you gotta use seekers. But at the same time, look at the Firecrest builds, look at the turret builds, look at builds around pulses. You know, you gotta look at everything, not just in the grand scheme of things. You have to look at everything individually and look at that and go in depth with that and study that. Now, one thing I will say is I have, at least again personally, I have seen a lot of people testing on Twitter. I haven't delved into it too much, but at least for me, exotic damage resilience doesn't really help against seekers. Now, I do think that should change. I do think they should try to fix the numbers on that, whatever the case may be. But I know for me personally, exotic damage resilience doesn't do anything. So I feel like what they should do is not make it so much based on your health in terms of surviving seekers, but make it so much about your exotic damage resilience along with your health, but have your health mean less than your exotic damage resilience. Because now you will be buffing Final Measure. You'll be giving people an actual reason to maybe go, hey, you know what? Should I go health or exotic damage resilience? Or should I go health and exotic damage resilience and drop the skill haste? Or should I go this? Should I go that? You actually have more build diversity and people not just automatically go straight to either health or skill power or vice versa, you know? And just completely avoid exotic damage resilience. That's kind of how I think they should go about it if they were to fix it. Along with maybe bringing down the damage to what people might want. But, and I know I might be coming off a little biased because I am a skill build user for the most part, outside of some of my damage builds I love running. But I just don't like when people hate on skill build users when they aren't on their team. Because you see people all the time in Twitch streams and everything use these secret builds and like, oh my god, it's funny, you know, oh, good kill, man, good shit. And then as soon as they get hit with one, it's like, oh, this is broken. What the hell, massive, nerf this, nerf that. You know what I'm saying? You can't do that. If you don't agree with it, don't use it and or don't promote the use of it. Stand by your opinion, all right? And like I said, as far as it not being much of an issue, there are counters to it. There are multiple counters to it, in my opinion. You have, if it is going off, pop a heal, pop a med kit, you'll survive, no problem whatsoever. I've never had an issue with that. You can shoot them, you can run from them, you can disrupt them, you can throw an EMP. There's so many things you can do to avoid them that I feel like people just don't do, you know? And I feel like people should really take into consideration these aspects before they really hate on something that doesn't deserve the hate at all, in my opinion. It doesn't really deserve it at all. You know, like I said, I will compare it again. Turrets are just as strong. Now, yes, it's not all damage at once, but you give it 3-4 seconds, you're dead. Not even. Like, you're dead. You know? So I feel like people really need to take into consideration that aspect of secret mines and turrets as itself. Because you can't just look at one aspect of a skill and not look at all the other skills and their aspects that happen when you have max skill power. Now, like I said, in the beginning of the video, I kind of gave a plea to the community, guys. And that's because, honestly, we need to preserve what we have, the community. Because the community is getting divided slowly but surely. You can see it on Twitter, you can see it on Reddit, you see it everywhere. People are fighting, people are getting off the game, people are doing this, people are doing that. And yes, I do understand the notion to some people that we shouldn't worry about them, worry about ourselves, worry about our little communities here and there. But from learning the hard way with other games and learning just the hard way from people, getting into fights with people on Twitter, nothing good comes out of it. I've learned from it. I think most people have. So like I said, the plea is because we just need to stop fighting and need to start problem solving. And yes, debates could seem like arguments, but in the end, those help out way more than just straight up insulting and helpful conversations to help the game. And especially the community managers, guys, please do not hate on them, okay? They're doing the best they can. And if you look at other games, the community managers we have in the division are phenomenal. They've done a great job, guys. So please, don't get mad at them. They're just trying their best and trying to pass information on to the devs. And they can only do so much. They really can. They can only do so much. So instead of hating on them and insulting them while trying to get your point across, just get your point across very nicely. And if they decide to respond back with a counterpoint, being devil's advocate, because they have to be, because you have to look at every aspect of a situation. Don't just react. Don't react. Take a step back, process what they say, and come out with an intelligent answer that continues the conversation and or just helps the conversation as a whole. That's all I had to say about that, guys. Those are my reviews on the Seekers. Please let me know in the comments below what you guys think. I would love to see them. Genuinely, I want to see your guys' opinion on that and what you guys think the community has as a whole. The next few videos, guys, will be some exotic reviews. I'm still waiting on some submissions for that weekly series, guys. If you guys want me to do that, all you gotta do is send some clips in. We can still try to do that. Next few videos kind of be more discussion videos of the division as a whole, and some of the issues within it and things like that. I'm trying to give you guys more and more content that's not just like series based, and kind of give you guys some real real talk discussion videos. So if you guys enjoyed this, guys, please be sure to like, comment, subscribe. If you didn't, feel free to hit that dislike button. Let me know in the comments why. What do you think it could change in the future? What I should do to help improve my content, to just help grow the community a little bit. The description below will be my Twitch and Twitter. I stream on Twitch almost daily. I am having issues right now with Twitch. Not Twitch, but like my software stuff. I'm trying to work through that so I can stream some more. Yeah, that's where you can find me for more content. I'm there. And on Twitter, I am on Twitter 24/7 pretty much. So great place to get in contact with me, whether it's through my DMs because they are open, or just adding me in live feed and whatnot. Great way to get in contact with me and get into the discussion of the division. So thank you guys for all the support recently, guys. We're getting really close to 600 subs, and I genuinely can't thank you guys enough. You guys have done so much for me recently. We're pushing through it, guys. Hopefully we can hit 1K soon. That'd mean the world to me. Maybe it seemed like a small number to some people, but for me, that'll be a big accomplishment, guys. So thank you guys for everything. And so yeah, have a great day. Enjoy the rest of your week, and talk to you guys later. I'm TheRealOGnick, and I'm out. Peace.